I was thinking about this, man, about like with a lot of people that come out to see comedians and I notice I have a tough time. Like, do you have a tough time feeling proud of yourself, do you
Of
think?
course, yeah. It's hard to absorb that. I'm working on it. You gotta sit and just tell yourself to be grateful.
Well, being grateful, I think, but yeah, like I can feel grateful, I think, but I think feeling proud of myself, I'm noticing, because I notice a lot of times people are like, man, you should be proud of yourself, you know? And it doesn't even land anywhere with me.
I
Like I
know.
hear them and I believe them and I know that. And it's not like I don't want to, but it's almost like, no, it's like you never learned that. Like there was never any knowledge put into you of like, this is how you feel proud of yourself. This
Yeah.
is what pride feels, you know, like,
Yeah, well, I have the same thing. Why do we have that?
I don't know.
Because one negative comment, I'll sit on that for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But the pride thing, nothing.
You know, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to feel? Because proud of yourself, you're saying, somebody's saying, hey, you should feel good about yourself for this thing. To me, a lot of times if I start to feel proud of myself, it goes to ego. It's like you should.
Which you don't want that either.
Right. You really don't. You really want to try and stay away from that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I wonder, too, if it's something that, and I'm not trying to have self-pity or blame parents or anything, but is it something that you have to learn as a kid? Like, because that's a weird thing you wouldn't think to teach your kid.
Yeah, but how do you teach being proud? You know, like I don't get pride with comedy, even though we should. Look, you've built an empire. You got your big house with the studio and the specials and money and all this. But then that does nothing for me. And then if I'm at a party and somebody goes, "That's a good question," I'm like, "Oh, I had a good question."
Oh, totally.
I love that. But the comedy thing is hard to take in.
Yeah, man. And it's funny, you know, dude. It's like, and I have a nice home here, and it's nothing crazy.
This is beautiful.
You know, thank you. Yeah, it is. But it is nice, right? I'm happy to have. It's funny. I felt as ashamed to show my home as I did to show my apartment that we lived in when I was a kid.
Just a different kind of shame.
Like
it's big.
Well, like I don't want people thinking. I don't want people seeing that I don't have anything, and then I don't want people seeing that I do have something.
Yeah, I totally get it. I know what you mean. Because you'll get zinged either way.
Yeah, I can't figure out what it is. It's just like no matter.
You don't want to stand out. You want to be in the middle. We want to blend. If you're poor, everybody's like, look at the poor loser. And if you're rich, you're like, look at this asshole.
Yeah. And I think rich people when I was growing up was always the nemesis, dude.
Of course. Still is. When they found those submarine queefs, they were like, oh, these poor guys. And then you go, hey, they're billionaires. And they go, fuck them. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
Still people with feelings. I never got that rich hate. But it's 100% right. In the movies, it was always the
fucking rich guy. And I think, and I don't think part of you never changes. I'll always hate the fucking rich guy.
Yeah.
You know? Because I think also I know I could easily, the part of me that's the poor guy is always going to be there.
Of course.
You know? The only things that are easier is just knowing that my rent will be paid and that I'm going to have food.
But
outside of that, it's like, how do I want to figure out better things to do with earning money or with making things fair in the world, I think. I don't know.
But do you ever think if you started feeling proud, you might work less? Like that non-pride is kind of motivating you to chase it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's something about like the desire to want to do things that you're so fortunate that that's in you.
Yeah. It's kind of a double-edged sword because you're never happy with your work. So you keep working.
Right.
But if you were happy with it, you might just take a break.
Yeah.
Or slow down.
Yeah, it's just interesting to think about it. And I'm sure a lot of people deal with that. And so that's why I wanted to think about that, about how hard it is to accept pride.
So it makes you wonder, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Because it sucks you can't accept it, but it's also keeping you a fire in your dick.
Yeah.
You know?
And you need that. You need people that have a fire. Like, what if guys like, some of the greatest creators of our time, if Einstein, if Mattel.
Oh, yeah.
If Tyson,
Chicken or the boxer?
Chicken.
Okay.
But if people just were like, oh, after his first nugget, he's like, I'm done.
Right.
And he never makes the meals.
Yeah, you see? It pays to be insecure.
Yeah.
Keeps you going.
Yeah. There's some value in all of it.